Good morning, goat lovers. Derek here at Blue Cactus Dairy Goats, and we are on day 3. If you missed the first one, it was a one-day run where me and Daren ran a little doling over to Andrews, Texas, and then yesterday was day 2, and we made it all the way through Arizona into southern Utah, a town called Cedar City, where we dropped off another little doling. And we are currently in central Utah. We are about 2 hours away from dropping off Lidi. It is 70 degrees and it is almost 8 a.m. Time for the girls to be outside choring.
Good morning, Boo. How we doing? Yeah, it's an ant. Morning, ladies. How we doing? Tippy. It's right here, girl. It's the good.
We are in north of Salt Lake somewhere where Lidi's about to go. We are gonna open these goats up and get them some water and get them some food. Hey girl. Really made a mess. Yeah, give her a little pinch. Broke the thing, didn't you? Sorry, Lidi. Got you all wet.
Yeah.
Derek.
Bree.
Bree.
So nice.
Daren.
Nice to meet ya.
Lidi.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm super just so stoked.
Here, let me get your paperwork.
Okay.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Okay, we are now in Marriott, Slaterville, Utah. And we are saying goodbye to Lidi. She's going with Bree. She's a Utahan now.
Here we go. New adventures.
Bye, girl. I know. Oh. Bye, Lidi. All right, now that Lidi is gone, I've opened this up so these remaining two doelings have more room. And Daren's about to bottle feed Cassie's little buckling because he's the only bottle baby we have with us. Let's see how this goes.
Hey,
The other two are going to know what that is.
calm down.
Oh, don't let that dude out. There you go.
I want you to share. Oh, they're strong.
Do you want to just pull them out?
Yeah, sure.
Here, hand me that bottle. Here, I'll come around and get that door for you.
All right.
Here.
He's dirty. Hey, I got the
Hey,
bottle for you.
you want your bottle? Man, they're getting sawdusty this time, huh?
Yeah.
Mom and Emily spent a whole day bathing them. All right. While Daren's doing that, I'm gonna get him some stand mix. Guzzling, huh?
Yep. About done? Don't go anywhere. Boy, finish the rest of this.
All right, finish it up, buddy. All right, here, I'll take that.
Let's go put you back,
Get
boy.
one more in the morning before you go to your new mama. All right, we are all gassed up. Everybody's fed, watered, bottle fed. We are down a senior doe, which is just a little bit sad, honestly. But we are off. We are getting back on whatever big road this is, and we are headed to Idaho. Next stop is almost Boise, Idaho.
Come on, baby. I know. Good girl. Oh. Poor Pepper here is dealing with an ear infection, and she is not liking me lately because I've had to poke and prod her and flush her ear and do all of these things that she is just like, you're not my friend today. So anyway, I'm gonna show you guys what we've been doing. So a few days ago, I noticed her off her feed. That obviously is a good sign that something is going on. She doesn't have anything coming out of her ear, like it doesn't stink. There's no discharge or anything from her ear, but just obvious signs that it really is hurting her. And if you guys have ever had an earache, they are excruciating. So she was just showing me all of those signs, and again, off of her feed. So it was really starting to worry me. And because I've never had a goat with a earache before or an ear infection, I did call the vet. Before the vet was able to come out, I started her on penicillin, which is an antibiotic, because I figured she had an inner ear infection. I was flushing her ear, and I was also giving her vitamin B to help her with her appetite, and also giving her a jump start. So that's what we've been doing, and I'm going to show you guys here. She's actually doing a lot better than she has been. The vet did come out, and she did say that everything I had been doing was what she would have recommended anyway, but she did give me a better antibiotic. So when the vet actually checked her ear, she couldn't see anything either, and apparently the goat's ear is just really tight and it really tangles down in there, so they don't have a device really to where you can check. All right, so this is the vitamin B. If you guys ever have a goat that is off their feed, then this vitamin B here is going to be awesome for them. It just really helps with their appetite so that they eat. So obviously if they're not eating, that's a really bad thing. So right now I'm not going to give her vitamin B because she is doing better now. And this is the antibiotic that the vet prescribed. So it's just a little bit stronger than penicillin, and apparently works a little better than penicillin as far as an earache is concerned. So it's Ceftiofur, if you guys see that. All right, so this is given IM or intramuscular, so it's 1 cc per 50 to 100 pounds. So, and then we have to give this to her for 5 days. And then this helps with the pain. So this is Banamine, or, you know, this is the off-brand or whatever, but Banamine is a pain reliever. So this is also given intramuscular, and this one burns a bit, so this is why she's really not liking me a lot these days. All right, so here is the solution that I'm using for her ear flush. It's literally just 1 part alcohol, 1 part vinegar. So this is going to just flush any debris or anything that potentially is in her ear out, and the alcohol helps dry out any potential infection. When you're giving antibiotics, you always want to make sure that you're giving either ProBios or Jumpstart. Jumpstart is always my go-to. I love this stuff. If you guys don't have it and you have goats, you absolutely need to get it, because this one has microorganisms in it, just like the ProBios, but it also has a lot of vitamins in it, so it gives them energy and so forth to keep their appetite up. So this is what I have been giving her, but ProBios are really good too. All right, so I'm going to start with the easiest thing to do, because obviously you don't want to start, say if I started giving her a shot of Banamine, it really burns for, I don't know, about 30 seconds or so. So I don't want to start with that. I'm going to give her her Jumpstart, which she's not a fan of. Are you, girl? Can I give this to you? Good girl. That's good girl. All right, and if you guys can see how she's just kind of cocking her head down a little bit. So she is getting better. Like the first time I noticed her earache, like she literally had her head pushed up against the wall and was just moaning and groaning, and it was horrible. I just felt so bad for her. But anyway, so now this part she really super hates too, which I don't blame her. I don't like things going down in my ear either. So this is the ear flush, and we're gonna shoot this down in her ear. Try to keep it up a little bit if you can, and just kind of rub and massage. And let me see, girl. So you gotta kind of tilt their head a little. Otherwise, I know. Okay. So if you can tilt their head so it stays in there just a little bit and massage it around a little. I know. I'm sorry, girl. Let's go this way. You're good. So all the time I've been flushing her ear, like nothing has came out. She doesn't have any mucus, or like there's no discharge. So that's why I really wanted to get a vet and have their opinion on it, just to know that I am actually doing the right thing. Because again, I've never had this in any of my goats in all the years I've been raising goats. So just massage it. All right. And she does not shake it out, which kind of bothers me a little bit. So I'm just trying to shake it out a little. There you go, baby. You're good. All right, so ear flush is done. And now for the shots, which is the worst part for her. So, as I mentioned, it is intramuscular, both of the shots that I'm going to give her. And I like to use the muscle here in the neck when I give shots IM. So I'm going to clean both sides, really good with rubbing alcohol. Good girl. So there is this little area here in their neck. It's really meaty, and that's where you're going to do the shot for IM. And I'm going to do the antibiotic first because it doesn't sting. So she's going to behave a little better. So you find that meaty spot. And also, just to mention, so I go back and forth with it. Like yesterday, I gave the antibiotic on the other side of the neck, and I gave the Banamine right here on this side of the neck. So today, I'm going to give the antibiotic on this side. Good girl. All right, pull back. Make sure you're not in a vein. Good girl. Just rub it in. I am not your best friend today, am I, girl? And now I'm going to give her her shot of Banamine. And this is, again, just the pain reliever, so she's not suffering. And this one stings. This one makes me want to cry every time I give it to her, because she's going to cry too. It's all right. Pull back. Okay. I'm sorry, baby. All right. And then just rub it in. And this hurts briefly, just like 30 seconds. I'm sorry. It burns, but man, it makes a difference as far as her throughout the day. Like, she doesn't have to suffer with that earache. It really, really helps. So anyway, that's what we've been dealing with Pepper. She's doing much, much better than she was on day one when I first started all of this. But she's still suffering from it a little bit, so. There you go. Love you.
Oh, a dusty mess. Well, it's not your turn, but it is your turn. They can close that. Let's set him up here. Oh, you're filthy. This is little Lodi's buckling, and he's going home with Stephanie here just outside of Boise, Idaho. All right, bub, let's get him some water and some food, huh?
Yep.
Hey, we got a stand mix, huh?
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. All right, for those of you who are wondering, this is our little storage compartment. We keep water in here. I also have cold water in the cooler. We brought hay. Only brought 3.5 flakes, and we still got like a whole flake. And then the stand mix that we use have extra pine shavings, water, ways to feed them. All right, latch it up and let's go. But we are now down to 4 goats. Our next stop is just outside of Spokane, Washington. So let's see if we can make it there today, huh?
Alright guys, so welcome back to my kitchen, and today I need to get some more ingredients ready so that I can start making soap again soon. And one of our really awesome soaps that we make is our cucumber mint. It is a lovely soap, you guys. If you haven't tried it, head on over to the shop and make sure you do. So I need to harvest these cucumbers and I'm going to show you what we do. Alright, so we start by just peeling them after you wash them really good, of course. I'm just gonna get all of these cucumbers peeled. Whoops. Okay, so now that they're all cleaned and they're all peeled, I am just going to cut them up into little slices. I'm gonna get rid of the end parts there. Once you have your bowl of sliced up cucumber, we are going to then add our ninja back into play here. So all I want to do, my whole point here is to get these juiced. I want the juice of the cucumber, but I'm not looking to have all that flesh. So I'm going to ninja them up really, really finely, and then I'm going to squeeze the juice out and kind of toss the flesh. And then from that point, we need to freeze these. Awesome. Okay, so as you guys can see, that's pretty liquidy. And now we're just going to strain it. All right, so I just have this thing that kind of helps me push the flesh, or squeeze the juice out of the flesh rather, and then have a little strainer that I add in there. So put it over the jar. Sometimes it'll squeeze out to the sides if you're not careful, so you gotta just kind of take your time. Or this also works, just to kind of course it along. Alright, and you just toss the flesh. Okay, so after all of those cucumbers, you are left with this. So this is the juice, and it just has a little tiny bit of the flesh that comes through when filtering it, but that's perfectly okay. And this is all of the flesh. So now we got to get that into some ice cubes so we can freeze it. All right, so feeling good about getting that done, and obviously I'll be making some cucumber mint soap really soon, you guys. So I'm gonna get these in the freezer, and if you guys are gonna use this method for any of your goat milk soap, if you happen to make any, just make sure anything you freeze that you're gonna use for your soap, you freeze it for at least 48 hours. You want it to be good and solid. So we do still have some soap available, guys, so don't forget to head on over to our Etsy shop. The link is in the description below, and show your skin some love.
All right, guys, we have made it to somewhere in Washington. We are right there, which I believe is Ritzville. And you can see we're about an hour southwest of Spokane. Daren is hungry. I'm gonna break my diet again. We're gonna eat some Carl's Jr. Daren got the combo meal. I just got the double Western bacon burger because I've driven across the West like double the times today, it feels like.
Yes.
Isn't that right?
Yeah.
All right, all the goats have been fed and watered. So we're gonna eat, we're gonna end this video here, and we will see you guys again in the next one. Look, they got our sign, Daren.
Nah.
Dude, you see that? Now that is neat.
Oh, yeah.
That is neat.